Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy StumpD back for the OPTC video, and in today's video, we're talking about the new free-to-play Legend Ace. This particular character did arrive for New Year's as the first installment of free-to-play Legends in OPTC. Now, as for the concept, I love this. I think free-to-play Legends are incredible for the game. However, the execution, not so much. This particular character does seem very, very good and is going to bolster your account, so make sure you pick up one copy, and I'm going to talk about my thoughts, my opinions, and how I think most players should go about actually getting this character. Now, if you're a huge Mungo whale, you grind out the game like crazy, and you want to max this ace, go for it. However, I do not recommend doing that. It is so expensive, like so expensive to max this particular ace. So you pick him up in this variation right here. This particular variation it looks so good. Like, the artwork, they did a fantastic job. He's a shooter striker character, and just in his regular form, he is a 5 times captain, I believe. 3.5 times otherwise, reduces cooldowns, and he has the ability to remove the chain growth rate or attack down when you're below a certain chain multiplier by 5 turns. Now, this particular captain ability, I can see play. Like, it's the ability to get around that chain multiplier growth rate and the attack down, like, it's very, very good. So make sure to get one copy of Ace. However, and we're going to go through how to get him in today's video as well. His special is a guaranteed conditional boost, and he allows you to double the conditional boost. Now, I don't know if that's on his 6+, that he allows you to get the double conditional boost, but he is a conditional boost himself for 3 turns when you actually max him out. So he has a final tap as well, so you are going to need to pick up 5 copies, and there's only 6 available in the shop right now. However, you can use posters, and you need to get skulls to 6+ the unit as well. Yes, this is a 6+ free-to-play character. He has Barrier Pen, he has Final Tap, and at level Limit Break, he is exceptionally good. He has an EX Super as well. So they went balls to the wall with his character. However, the cost to not only max him, as well as get him, is insanely high. But at level Limit Break, his captain ability is a 6 times captain, not a 5.5 times captain. And then his special is going to do the double conditional. So he doubles damage to ignited status for all enemies. And if your captain is a striker or a shooter, I believe, he's then going to allow you to have the double conditional boost. Then he does it for 3 turns, and he does some pretty cool stuff there. His final tap, he raises his own base attack depending on how much HP you have, maxing at 3,000 if you only have 1 HP. So obviously he wants you to be at low HP. His special cuts it by 95%. And then he will boost the effect of the crew's damage dealt to specific enemies by 0.3. So he just increases those conditional buffs as well. Very, very good unit. At level 150 as well. As you can see, he has that 6 times multiplier. He gets that ability to stack 2 conditionals at level 150. So you are going to need 10 copies. Yes, 10 copies to max this guy out. At the moment, we have 6. If you want to use posters, go for gold. But hey, I do not recommend doing so. So, the ways that you can get this particular character is limited to 1 each. 100,000 Rayleigh points, 1,000 Sugo medals, 500 Kazuna insignias, 30,000 Rumble tickets, and 50,000 treasure tickets. Also, 300 PKA tickets. Now, this is exceptionally high. Like, it's disgusting high. On top of that, you need 100 of Ace's, 100 Kazuna insignias to get 1 skull. So you need 5. So basically, you're looking at, what, 1,000 Kazuna insignias to max this guy out. Like, it's a lot, man. And once we get to the shops to actually show you how to pick up this character, you'll kind of see why. Now, most players, especially long-time players, are going to be able to pick up their 1 copy of Ace in the Rayleigh shop. So you can go over to the Rayleigh shop, hit the trade. You can pick up 1 copy of Ace here. Beautiful stuff. That's basically how most players will most likely eventually get this particular Ace. Like I said, however you guys can get this unit, definitely pick him up in some regard, in some manner, because he's going to be very, very good. Now I'm going to pick up this while I'm here, the New Year's Sugo ticket, and then we can move out of there. The next way was over on the banners. You can head to the medal exchange. Now, this one is kind of ludicrous. 1,000 Sugo medals, which is just absolutely revolting. And not a lot of players are going to be able to pick up Ace here. But if you have the 1,000 Sugo medals, go for gold. You can definitely pick him up there as well. The next place was the Kazuna shop. And the Kazuna shop, if you're an endgame player, is going to be very easy to do. Because if you're like myself, or you've been playing the game for a very, very long time, and you manage to get all of the insignias all the time, you're going to have a lot of insignias. However, if you're a newer player, and you're stuck in this jail of prioritizing characters to 6+, having 1,000 insignias is going to be kind of crazy. Like, it's honestly kind of nuts. Especially when you look at these other characters. If you guys haven't done Sabo, for example, to pick him up for 20, like, oh, man, it's just kind of is what it is. And that doesn't take away from what Ace, like, how good Ace actually is. It's just that the unit is so damn expensive to pick up copies and to pick up the skulls that, like, most players aren't going to have access to this straight away. So just remember that this is going to be a long-term sort of pickup option. On top of that, there's only 6 copies available. Heading over to Treasure Map now, you need 50,000 Treasure Map tickets. 50,000! Now, yes, I am a culprit of not grinding Treasure Map all the time. I like to use my tickets on things like limit break material. So I'm actually not going to pick this card. I'm just not going to pick up the copy. I'm not going to be using posters on this guy anyway. So I'm not going to max him out right off rip. But you can pick up another copy there. The final place was in Pirate Rumble. Now, Pirate Rumble shop has kind of been non-existent for a very long time, but it does have some very interesting stuff over there. Now, if you head over to the Rumble shop on the Rumble page, you'll see that there are a bunch of free-to-play characters that you guys can pick up here. You can get 4 stars, but the Tesoro skulls are the big one. If you're missing Tesoro 6+, this is what you want to be spending your tickets on in this shop. This is what you're going for. 30,000 too, by the way. I'm only on 15,000. Like, it's just kind of nuts. Lots of people like to pick up the gems here. I do understand why. However, where you should be spending your Rumble tickets is on this island right here. Like, this is where you want to be spending your tickets. You don't want to be buying like, 1 copy of a character. You definitely want to be maxing out stuff like your gem tree, maxing stuff up like your stamina meat, maxing stuff out like your shrines, or at least getting them to 180. So then that way you can actually get a lot of extra stats for your characters. So picking up Ace in this Pirate Rumble shop, for me, just doesn't make all that sense. And like, for how expensive he is, like, definitely not. So we're going to pick up 3 copies of Ace. What I'm going to do is, as well, I'm going to... we're going to head over to Ace here as well, because there is another issue with this particular character. Now, I'm going to keep 1 unevolved, and I'm going to keep 1 evolved. We're going to level up 1 copy here. The next problem with Ace is his EXP threshold. To get him to max level, he needs a drastic amount of EXP mats. Like, a disgusting amount. I think Pappy crunched the numbers. It was like 300 and something Himes, or maybe it was like 3,000. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head. But he takes about 4 times the amount of EXP than a regular Sugo. Like, which is absolutely disgusting. On top of that, he takes more limit break materials. He takes more Rumble Scrolls to max out. He's just a character that, whilst is very, very good, the cost of the unit doesn't satisfy what the character's actually doing. Like, in my opinion, he might be like a, I don't know, like a top 20 unit, something like that. Somewhere around there. But make sure you're maxing out Final Tap as well. If you are maxing out the unit's limit break abilities with copies, you can max out the other ones using tablets. But what this character's actually doing for the cost of the unit, it just doesn't meet up eye to eye, in my opinion. It's not on the same level. So what I would recommend most players do is pick up 1 copy of Ace. Pick up however you guys can. Pick up that 1 copy and then try to get your hands on 500 Kazuna Insignias. Getting your hands on 500 Kazuna Insignias is going to be very, very hard to get the 5 Super Evolution Skulls. But the reason I say this is because I feel like the 6+ of this particular Ace is going to be very valuable in the next coming months. I do feel like in like boosted content, other areas of the game, this particular unit is going to be a great character to own, mainly for that captain ability. That captain ability that can remove 5 turns of chain shenanigans does seem like one that is going to be used, even just at like level 1. So I would highly recommend picking up 1 copy however you can, and then just trying to get those Just trying to get the last of the skulls. Now, if you're stuck in the Kizuna jail, there's probably a lot of other skulls that you are prioritizing in terms of the 6 bosses. And look, I totally get it. I definitely understand. I'm not going to hold it against you for not prioritizing Ace when there's stuff like Gear 5 in there, when there's other units that are very, very powerful, like Carrot and all that sort of stuff. Plus, when things go on sale, like, that's going to be the best time to do it. But if we have a look here, for example, like, look how much EXP mats this unit takes. This is like, this 480 is like Limit Break expansion level of how much mats you actually need, which is absolutely bonkers. Like, it's crazy. And for myself, I don't really grind treasure map all that much like some of the other higher end players do. So I don't really have all these mats sort of just at my disposal all the time. And this is why it was a big deal for me selling the extra copy of Luffy when I was doing my no summon challenge, because I just didn't have access to any of these particular mats. Now I'm going to pick up enough mats to limit break him to the max level. But like I said, this is as far as I feel like most players should go with it. I just don't think getting this unit any higher than what you see right here is going to be worth your materials. Especially as a mid-game or a beginning player. Like, it's just, it just doesn't make much sense to me that they sort of just went, yeah, sweet, we're going to make this character so damn expensive, and then honestly, not make him mid, but not make him, like, even close to what the value of what you're spending is. So, just think about it, right? What you can buy with 1,000 Kizuna insignias, what you can buy with 1,000 Sugo medals, you can pick up, like, a bunch of level limit break dupes that you guys are missing to get stuff like Tesoro Max, all that kind of stuff. So just be mindful of that when you are buying this Ace. But, as I keep saying, I would highly recommend just picking up one, however you guys can do it. Just pick up one copy of Ace. Just get one. Try and get him 6+ if you can. But if you need to spend the Kizuna insignias elsewhere, I will not hold it against you. I would highly recommend putting damage reduction on him too, because he wants to be at low HP. That's always going to be fun. I do want to test this guy out in some Rumble and stuff like that. Whilst he's not maxed for me, I am going to have him 6+. I am going to have him, what's it called? I am going to have him ready to go with his max limit break and stuff like that. But let me know your thoughts and opinions of this particular system down below. A great man once said that this is a great idea, but incredibly poor execution. Captain Pappy. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to go down there, belt the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff for me. Most importantly though, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.